Shooting everyday household objects up close can give them a unique and surprising perspective. Let's see how it's done. Shooting extremely close to your subject severely restricts depth of field, and so it's normally recommended to shoot at narrow apertures, such as f/16, to get as much in focus as possible. But we can use this optical anomaly to exaggerate the abstract effect we're after. Setting a shallow aperture, such as f2.8, while shooting down the length of a large subject reduces all but a fraction into an intriguing, indistinguishable blur. We're going to use a macro lens, which enables full-size reproduction of the subject onto the image sensor. But don't worry if you don't have one. Any lens that allows reasonably close-up photography will do. Even Canon's 18-55mm kit lens can project an image of around 1/3 size onto the sensor. Plenty big enough for most close-up work. A tripod will not only give you a rock-steady platform to avoid camera shake, but at such close distances is extremely useful for getting your composition spot on. A model equipped with a boom arm enables you to precisely position your camera with millimetre precision. The smallest bit of dirt or speck of dust will spoil your shot, so you'll need to make sure subjects are spotless. Give metallic objects a good polish, and a can of compressed air is great for blowing away bits of fluff. Set the lens to manual focus and use live view, zooming in to ensure that the area you want is pin sharp. In our case, the tips of the fork prongs, while the handle is unrecognisable. It may be tempting to get as close as your lens will go for maximum macro magnification, but it's often better to move back a little to fit the entire subject into the frame. It's generally easier to fine-tune composition by moving the subject rather than changing the camera position, then refocusing the shot. Ideally, you want a clean, uncluttered backdrop of a uniform colour. An infinity curve is a backdrop that gently bends from behind the subject to underneath it, so there are no distracting corners. You can make one from a sheet of card or use a purpose-built infinity table like ours, which is made from Perspex. The shiny, semi-opaque surface gives a lovely subtle reflection that adds interest to the image. While you could use window light or a flash gun as your light source, we're using an LED continuous light panel. Not only does its large surface give a softer light, which helps with a dreamy look, but its flexible arm enables us to place our light source just where we want it, and we can see the effect of light and shadow immediately. Small adjustments to the position of the light source can have a big effect on your image. Side lighting casts dramatic shadows, while frontal light helps amplify the abstract effect. So there you have it. Indoor macro shooting makes for a fun, rainy day project, so why not give it a go yourself?